Salam, my name is Nilofer Afridi Qazi. Welcome to Nilofer's Corner. Today in Karachi, we are at Yousef B Qureshi's commune, Artist Commune. Let's find out what Pakistani art, culture and photography is all about. Let's talk to Yousef. Salam Yousef, thank you for coming and joining us at Nilofer's Corner. What a beautiful commune you have, an artist commune no less. Tell us a little bit about this commune.
Commune was, the idea of the commune floated a couple of years back. I'm an artist, but I'm a self-taught artist. I never went to school for it. So I always had this insecurity that artists, are someone or something much better than, what I do. And what I've seen is, I've just learned from different people, different artists, different individuals, and I've seen if we collaborate, if we work together, we learn more, we learn faster, and we can achieve much greater things by sharing, the information that we have with each other. So with that idea, taking all prejudices out, create a place where artists can come together and work together in collaboration. We have a lot of artists coming in, local and from abroad. Today you will meet a couple of people like Sumaya Bardai from Iran. She's a photographer and a fashion designer. She has a studio here. And we have Mr. Green from Paris.
We're in Pakistan. Do you think focusing on fashion is perhaps frivolous, a luxury we can't afford? And perhaps we should be focusing on something more essential in the pursuit of life, liberty and happiness?
Life, liberty and happiness. When you say that in one sentence, fashion, how we see fashion is something that's unachievable. It's only for the elite and the regular class cannot afford it. It's not the case. Fashion is for everyone, has been for everyone. And
how so?
I mean, our Prophet was, I think, the most fashionable man. I mean, he kept long hair, he kept short hair, he shaved his head, he put surma, he put perfume, and he told this to us, when you wear your beard, make sure it's nice and cut and trim. And he kept a long beard, he kept a short beard, so he was a very stylish, very fashionable man. And fashion has become a utility in social life.
So what does fashion mean in Pakistan then?
I tell you, in Pakistan also. In Pakistan you have several meanings of fashion.
What is distinctly Pakistani fashion?
We've been following the West recently. We've been starting to follow the West. Well, the West has a history. When I talk about the United States, they have a history of what, 400 years? Oh, you go see Europe, they have a history of 700 years. We've been fashionable for the past 13,000 years.
But don't you see the vast majority of Pakistanis are wearing, like pajama suits, so shalwar kameez, the dhoti that you are wearing, which is distinctly Punjabi if I'm correct. I mean, and then you have the various kinds of shalwars in Balochistan and in the frontier. In general, we're wearing very loose, outfit. So do you think the complicated, the aesthetic, the very highly embellished notions are elitist?
And let me correct you in one place about the dhoti. The dhoti has been a traditional thing in this region. The sari came out of the dhoti. So this has been worn for the past 13,000 years. And not just by, the Sindhis wore it, the Punjabis wore it, the Baloch wore it. This was a very simple thing. People just wrapped a sheet and wrapped it in different ways. People in Malaysia wore it, people in Bangladesh wore it. So it's been there for centuries, the dhoti. So it's not, a lot of time people say, well, it's traditionally Punjabi, because in the Punjab, most of the farmers did wear dhoti. Again, the reason why we wear all these loose clothes is because of the climatic conditions and the fashion of this area. It has been like this. My personal fashion sense, I originate from Hassan Abdal, so that's the Gandhara belt. And what I talk about, my fashion sense, is Maya's dream. It is the Indo-Hellenistic drape. When Alexander the Great's forces went through this region, 400 BC, there was a merge of fashion. So if you see my drapes, they will look very ethnic, at the same time they'll look very Grecian.
Yes.
So, and that's where my design philosophy comes in, my inspiration comes in. So we've been extremely, extremely fashionable for a very long time. Just recently, we've diverted and started following fashion from another region. Although those people, whenever they look for inspiration, they don't go to Arizona, they come to Pakistan.
Can you tell me a little bit about the fashion accessories or the ethnic embellishments that you have on? Are they also part of some of the revivalist tradition the commune is encouraging in Pakistan?
Well, I mean, not necessarily has to do something with the commune. I mean, commune is a separate entity. The design studio is a separate entity. The design studio resides within the commune, like other studios reside within the commune. And in this particular thing, I mean, this is some jewelry that I've been inspired, again, by the Indus Valley civilization, and kind of contemporized it and made it into necklaces. And this used to be called, this was a chuda that was worn on the ankles, and I made a hand thing out of it. So
I believe that you clothed Angelina Jolie and Madonna at some point in your career?
Yes. The story about that was, I was working in this boutique in Beverly Hills, and I had put my clothes on the window, and at that time, I designed the whole, decorated the window of the store. And at that time, nobody was doing ethnic stuff, and I happened to do that stuff, and I was picked up by Ariane Phillips, who was the stylist for Madonna at that time, and was doing the Ray of Light. So they really, really liked my design sense, and that's how I met with her, that's how we became friends, and then the rest was history.
There's such beautiful art around here. Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration of the artwork that is around these walls?
I mean, some of it is my work, some of it's colleagues, some students, and it's just, I mean, this is my aesthetics. This is the kind of art that I like or I choose to live with. This is a place where I work, but I'm here, you know, more than 15, 16, 17, 18 hours a day, every day. I have to surround myself by things that inspire me and, you know, would want me to do hopefully something meaningful, hopefully something good, hopefully something that inspires me, inspires others.
I believe you did a series on interfaith art.
Recent series that I'm working on also currently. It's not finished yet. There are about 3 pieces that have been finished and are, you know, there in the United States, been shown at a gallery in Chicago for an interfaith conference. It's mixed medium, and it is about accepting, you know, all faiths and believing in, you know, who you are, and giving others the space also and believing in whatever they want to believe in.
So let's talk about a little bit about your inspiration as an artist, as a fashion designer, as a photographer. We are in Karachi. You clearly are very connected with our rural heritage, our civilization. So this rural and urban, this confluence in the city of Karachi. I mean, how is this all coming together? I mean, very modern and yet, you know, very traditional.
See, the thing is, if you, I mean, as an artist, everything inspires us. You know, you walk out, you see a rock, like, oh my God, it's beautiful. You see a woman, you're like, oh my God, she's breathtaking. You see a tree, it's like, I got the color comps. So everything inspires you, but the most important thing as artists is we need to keep our inspirations very kind of clear so that we do not mix our emotions.
Yousef, I believe we have some guests in the commune. So tell us a little bit about your guests.
Mr. Stanley Green, he is a legend in his field. He's dedicated his life in documenting the dark side of human and telling us that what's been happening and keeping us aware on the other side of the world. And he is the founder of this agency called Noor, which is a premier agency of the world that, you know, has clients like Al Jazeera, CNN, National Geographic.
Let's go speak to Stanley and find out what he's doing.
Sure, why not? Please have a seat.
So Stanley, what brings you to Pakistan?
Lifelong dream. I've always wanted to come to Pakistan, but being a photographer, a journalist, I have to find reasons. I don't know what the word vacation means, so I came here actually to do a story on electronic waste. I've been following it since October, November, going to various countries that produce it and deal with the problem. But I wasn't interested in just doing a story because we know that there's e-waste. I wanted to do a story about what's happening to the people that are working in the e-waste industry. People are dying and getting sick and don't know why. It's because of the chemicals and what's inside these computers.
And so have you done a little bit of filming and
Oh yeah.
photography in Karachi?
No, in Karachi, no. I actually was in China about 2 weeks ago. Before that, I was in India. And before that, I was in Nigeria.
Will you be looking at e-waste in Pakistan as well?
Yeah. Because I discovered when I was in China that a lot of the e-waste is coming from Karachi, but it's coming from Karachi already broken up. In China, they break it up, but from when they get it from Karachi, it's already broken. And it's like it turned into a mystery. Why is this material being sent to China?
So it's wonderful to see art doing almost what politicians should be doing, which is bringing
always
awareness.
been doing it.
Yes, and it's wonderful that we will be part of this global chain of awareness raising.
But I think we have to go a little bit further. For example, I saw a young woman's work today that I saw it stepping over some boundaries, but in a way it was conscious raising. And I think that what you need to do is people need to do workshops, need to be able to show individuals, especially in the Middle East or Central Asia, how to get their work out there. There's a lot of talent around, but they just don't know how to get their work out there. They don't know the rules of the game. So I'm become a real fan of workshops, of how people come and teach and share and give up the secrets. So I've been talking with Yousef about maybe doing a big workshop where we would bring the members of my agency, Noor, to Pakistan for 5 days. We showed them how to put their pictures together, how to do editing, how to do text, and then we gave them names of contacts so that any of these events jumped off during the revolutions that were going around the Middle East at the time, that they could be able to be more the first ones to get the work out as opposed to the ones that arrived from the West.
Yes.
Disaster tourism.
Yes.
And when you look at the work which I showed to Yousef last night, he could see that these young kids were doing great work, but nobody knows who they are. And they literally have fallen through the cracks. And they were there at the front lines when everything was happening.
So do you think art, the world of art and fashion and photography is equally, as elitist and as a club? So as you just said, that there may be lots of talent and lots of great work being done, but the PR and marketing is almost, if not equally important.
It is key, and I'll just answer that question. We have a lot of talent here, but the talent does not have direction, one, and does not know the ways to do it. And we need to seek help. I need to seek help. I need to learn. Every day is a learning experience for me, and if it's not a learning experience for me, I count that day as dead.
This dialogue, like the North-South dialogue, almost, which is, on one hand, like, you're absolutely right, like there is this need to, of course, hone in on your trade, and that to do as you always do, which is improve and learn from global experience. But at the same time, is there a monopoly, of what is counted as acceptable?
Yes, but he's more polite than me. I'm from New York, So I come off, you know, and I'm at an age now where I can get away with it.
Great, that's why I'm asking you. Tell us the truth.
Well, the truth, it's a white boys club. And always has been. And that's brutal. And this is reality. It's been their club. They allow you to sometimes come to the table and they're eating and the crumbs fall and if you're lucky enough to catch some, it's okay. But they're not really going to support the idea of losing that ability to be able to come to those disaster zones, because that's how that works. They may say to you, oh yes, we're really interested in helping third world and, you know, people that are disadvantaged and blah, 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 but we're not going to help you take the jobs away from us. You know, we're going to give you just a little bit of advice to show we're a little bit concerned, but we're not going to really give you the big secret, like, who do you talk to? Get them on that phone when an event is happening, right at that moment, so that you can get your pictures out. That's real important. If we had been able to have some dialogue with those young people in Cairo, before Cairo happened, before it happened in Tunisia, they would have been well on their way to being successful, known photographers. But because they didn't have that knowledge, all the Western photographers showed up, took the pictures, won the awards, and continue to be who you go to. Magazines don't have time to take risks. That was a perfect time for young photographers to be able to show what they were capable of and show their ability. Because a lot of them was, let's be real, with digital, it's opened it up to a lot of photographers. So therefore, they're able to learn how to do this stuff and get the pictures out there. The problem is, once they do that, who do they get them out there to?
Thank you very much, Danny, for talking to Neelofer's Corner, and I hope you are successful in your endeavor in Pakistan. So, Yousef, how many design studios are there in the commune?
See, the thing is, it's up to artists or designers, as many as we require. We will make room for them. I mean, altogether we have 21 warehouses, but each warehouse can be further divided into sub-studios and stuff.
Okay.
So we do that whenever the need.
And you have interns also coming into the commune?
So the interns all the time.
Hi, how are you? Beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Sumaya, please have a seat.
So, Sumaya, tell me a little bit about what brings you to Pakistan. I believe you're Iranian.
Yes, I am. By nationality, I was born in Karachi. I have family here, so...
So what brings you to the commune?
It was a very chance encounter. And then I just ended up staying at the commune, got a place, and now I work here.
And so what kind of design and what kind of art form are you doing?
Well, fashion designing and photography primarily. Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of inspiration has Pakistan or Karachi brought into your design?
Well, it's a matter of identity, right? It's where you come from. So you always want to go back to those roots.
So I believe you also sing.
Well, not professionally, but yeah.
Can you say something? What inspiration has the commune as a space for artists brought into your work?
Well,
you can take anywhere.
Yeah, the commune, the advantage of working here is that on a daily basis you see people from all walks of life. It's great, you get to meet a lot of different people and work in collaboration and come out with, brilliant things.
So is this a unique space, you think?
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think, more and more artists need to be coming in here.
I believe there are also interns who come to
Yes,
the commune
yes,
as well?
yes, we have. We have interns from
where?
Indus, from TIP, from fashion schools, from photography majors. So.
What other place would you find, Stanley doing, critiquing your photographs?
Yeah. No, unless you go to, where he works, to his side, in the war.
So how has Karachi, specifically come into your work? Can you identify anything that it's specifically, because you may have been born here, but you also come from a different culture.
Yeah, you know what it is? it's holding on to your roots. When you live outside of your home country, you try and hold on to those roots more. I remember living in Iran, you know, now we're in Ramzan now, but for Eid, my mother always kept that culture alive, you know, buy a new shalwar kameez and wear it there, where that's not the national dress, but we try to hold on to our roots. So that's always been a prevalent thing.
Okay, thank you very much. How do you see the youth responding to this particular area of interest, fashion, design, photography? How do you think it is going to evolve in Pakistan?
Like I said before, we've been fashionable for thousands of years. But the media attention that fashion has got recently has made fashion fashionable.
Okay.
So by saying that, I mean, yes, we are having our teething problems right now. I mean, we need to look at it as an industry that is growing and will flourish. So the teething problems will come. You will get all sorts of people involved in this business. But, you know, they'll all sift out.
Thank you very much for being with us at Nilofer's Corner. Good luck with your beautiful work, art, and may the artist's inspiration thrive.
May us all thrive.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.